Flopsy. Isn't he beautiful? I like rabbit. They go rabbit. No.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you, Jack. Where have you been?
Well, what do you think I've been in here with the animals? I should have been playing golf or anything.
Isn't he cute?
Isn't he? Where have you looked? Where have you looked today?
Everywhere. We've been into the elephants and we've been all around.
No, I've been here all day just taking care of the animals.
You are busy.
Kids, you know who this is? This is Peggy Fleming, Olympic ice skater. And I get to show her the zoo, okay? Let's go. We're going to show her the zoo. Here we go. I can't keep up with you now.
Okay, I'll race you.
All right.
Well,
It's me. I can go like this. Now, this is very special because usually people don't get to come in here. He will hopefully come over to you. Isn't that something?
oh, this is so special. They get so close. Hello. Oh, it's like a real little person. It's like a real person.
You ever seen anything like that?
Just curious. Oh. Is she black? I did see somebody. You see inside? Look.
It's getting closer and closer every time.
You see a picture of me? No, maybe not. It's old. It's not very good. Now, why was he taken away from his mother at the early stages?
We don't like taking these babies away, but we have to when they won't nurse. The neat thing about the Columbus Zoo, Peggy, is that we get these babies back in with the mother as quickly as possible. And that's why you hear the keepers here going and making the different gorilla sounds. That's why you see the keepers with the gorilla on their back doing everything a mother would do. The baby thinks this is her mother.
He's so cute. You're so cute.
Hopefully in about another 2 months he'll be able to go back to his mom.
Will you let me hug him? He's just absolutely precious. He's just precious.
He's checking Peggy out. That's what he's doing.
He's giving me a
I tell you. Now look at that. Isn't that something? Look at that. Little Nicky and I were really tuckered out by the end of the day. But I'd spend another great day at my favorite zoo, the Columbus Zoo. Yeah, he's here. Daddy had a phone. You know, Tennessee, a sister and my mom and me. 7 older brothers, a sister and my mom and me. Yeah. Columbus Airport, middle of the night. It's cold. It's wet. And I'm standing out here, waiting for 2 giant pandas to arrive from China. People have always loved giant pandas, almost loved them to death. What a history they have, like in those old newsreels.
1938, a rare giant panda arrives at the Brookfield Zoo. Ruth Harkness, the lady adventurer who brought the first giant panda to America in 1936, returns with a second adorable panda. And the crowds in Chicago go wild. May, the new arrival, gets ready to be introduced to Shu Lin, the nation's sweetheart and the first giant panda in America. Yes, it's Panda-Monium at the Brookfield Zoo.
Meet Shishi, the giant panda, currently residing at the Frankfurt Zoo. Chicago's Brookfield Zoo wants to buy him for $50,000. But the State Department won't okay the deal since Shishi's from Red China originally. Not that he cares about politics, he just enjoys a nice tub.
Not since Romeo and Juliet has there been such a love story. Crowds at the Moscow airport welcome Shishi to town, the British beauty who has become engaged to An, a Russian man about town. Object matrimony. Shishi and An are the only 2 pandas outside of Red China, and the Iron Curtain was lifted to bring the 2 young lovers together.
And now we're trying to bring 2 giant pandas to Columbus. And we're waiting. And it's cold.
Have you got an estimated time of arrival on the aircraft yet?
Well,
I think we'll be here pretty soon. I mean, we waited this long, 5 years. What's another 20 minutes?
Right, 5 years, 4 a.m. in the morning.
We've been working on this for 2,000 days, 21 days.
5 years since we took that trip to China. It was a goodwill tour. It was neat. Getting to see the rare animals of the Chinese zoos and being welcomed by our sister zoo in Kunming. Wow, it was great. The feel of the place, the exotic buildings, and getting to see the rare Southeast Asian tiger and the beautiful golden monkey. And then that baby Asian elephant that almost knocked me down. Oh, wow. But most of all, I remember the baby giant panda. That may have been the highlight of my life. To love animals as I do, and to get this close to such a rare animal, that was something. That was really something. You think you're getting close? And all that started this whole thing of bringing the pandas here. Where is that plane?
Where he's going to land at is right out. Come in and approach here from the west.
Where's he going in? Come on, baby. Come on. Let's land. Come on down. Come on. Come on. The pandas won't be alone. You know, the Chinese vets are staying here too. So let's get ready for introductions.
Watch me see this. Yeah. Glad to have you here.
Are you the veterinarian?
Yeah, I mean, perfect.
It's perfect. Good for you. You're the vet. You're a keeper?
Chi, Lu, Chu.
Shay Lu Chu.
Welcome, Chu. Yeah.
Retired.
How was the trip?
Yeah, it's a long journey.
Long
journey. Yeah, 18 hours.
You wouldn't want to do it again tomorrow, would you?
No,
How are the pandas doing?
it's perfect. It has to be comfortable.
Come on out, guys.
Everybody watch your feet.
Put this top on here.
Next, it was time to introduce the giant pandas to the media.
There he is.
Is he supposed to be out?
Yeah, he was only out for just a few minutes to try it. Went back in yesterday. This is his first time he's at the waterfall. He's getting used to everything here. Now, this is one we just let out. The other one hadn't been out yet. He's getting ready to come out right down here. I don't know how they eat that stuff. I tasted a piece yesterday. I couldn't get any out of it. That stuff is like splinters. Is everybody ready? We're going to let this one out down here. If you want to come down and see this. This is Zinzin Chin. Okay, I get them all straight. They're all black and white, you know. I can't tell the difference.
They're not as big as I thought they
No, they're only 3 years old. They're 180, 90 pounds, and they'll be get up to 250 as they get bigger.
What's going to be the typical day for them here on?
Well, they'll come out on display at like 9 in the morning. Be out here most of the day or in their outdoor exhibit, which you can see right behind us here. If it's real hot outside, they'll probably be inside because the pandas are used to cooler temperatures. I was really excited and a little bit nervous to take Dr. Chu to inspect the outdoor panda environment we worked so hard on. So you like this panda exhibit?
Yeah, very good.
They worked hard. You got waterfalls, wood, and everything.
And everything is perfect.
Do the pandas like the outside a lot, or they live in caves?
We like outside, like fresh air, like the trees, like grass, like water.
They seem like a joyful animal, but they live by themselves, right?
Yeah, that's solitary animal.
What is a panda? What is a panda related to a raccoon, or is a panda in its own family? Or everybody argues over what is a panda, not a panda bear.
Yes. Okay. About that, in science, they argue for 100 years. Panda, the raccoon families, Raccoon? Yeah, bear families. All they have independent families for over 100 years. In the panda have extra some, so they can handle just like the primates. Except only panda and primates can handle things like humans. But in China, most people think panda is an independent family.
Now the diet, the panda bread,
Yes, panda bread.
why not just feed them what they eat in the wild?
We can mimic something from the wild, what the panda eats in the wild. Panda eats 99% bamboo in the wild, but in the captivity, we gave them bread and good nutrition.
Hopefully what we're doing here at Columbus and other zoos throughout the world will help the Chinese protect this animal.
Panda is not only the treasures of the Chinese people, but it's also the treasure of the people in the world. So the Chinese people need the people of the other countries to help Chinese to protect the giant pandas.
The visitors streamed in, and we had a Panda-Monium of our own. But what was more amazing than the numbers of people who came was seeing how they were affected by the experience. I would have to use the word mystical to describe the effect the giant pandas have on us. When we see them live and face to face, something about them just touches us. It makes us feel more connected to all the animals of the earth. I know I was changed, and I think many others were as well, by having the privilege of this experience. China, the Great Wall. When this was being constructed 2,000 years ago, the giant pandas ranged over most of China. By 1900, their habitat had been reduced to a few pockets of bamboo forest in the